Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Just a quick one to update you here about the latest moves just before the weekly candle close as we start a new trading week in the crypto market. So we have this triangle on the chart where we assume that the wave 4 possibly already finished here at the wave E high. So this triangle at the moment can be counted as complete, which would mean that the wave 4 completely was a complete triangle, A, B, C, D, E. We would expect that wave E, or that triangle, to break, or the price to break to the downside here, in this case, to the opposite side of the wave E. That is what you would normally expect. And at the moment, we can see this as complete. However, we would need to adjust this wave count should this move, which is happening now, this current wave here, if this moves higher than the wave E, then we will have to adjust it, and we would then see not this down here as a wave D low, but this as a wave D low, and the wave E would then still be unfolding here at the moment. Now, a very short term, we can actually count this very nicely as a finished wave E. The reason is that you very clearly see an ABC in here, so we could label this last wave E as a 3-wave move, which is needed. So we can label this as an ABC. I think I showed you that in a previous video. Can count this as a wave E finished, and therefore also the wave 4 finished, which would mean we are already here on our way down, which would unfold in a 5-wave pattern. So we would see this as an unfolding 5-wave move to the downside. A 1 down, a 2 up, a 3 down, a 4 up, a 5 down would perfectly come into this target area, which is spanning between $1,240 and $1,500 pretty much. Yeah, this is where I would expect currently, with the highest likelihood, the current correction that we can see on the Ethereum chart to finish. So what is important though is that this wave, which is currently unfolding, stays below the low of the wave E, and that is just something we need to wait for, how the market is reacting. Certainly what you can expect, strong resistance here at this level, and this level is exactly at 1850. So 1850 is for the current wave count the invalidation point. If we go above that, I would simply consider the wave D low here and the wave E here. And therefore it is, for a triangle in general, and the wave C would obviously be down here, but for a triangle in general, it is therefore crucial, absolutely crucial, for the final confirmation to move below the wave B low. The breaking of the wave D, which possibly already happened here, if we see it like that, the breaking of the wave D low is a first clue. It's a first hint that the triangle is broken and that we are going down, but and that the next impulsive move to the downside is unfolding. But real confirmation does not happen before we move below the wave B low, and that is exactly at 1707. 1706 actually, and 41 cents. Depending on the exchange, you will probably see a little bit of difference here and there, but this is really the crucial level. And I'll adjust that now, 1706. This is where we want to get below for further downside, and the 1850 level will be the invalidation point for the current move. And if it is broken, then what we do is just swap over here, because what is currently happening here looks like a very corrective rally. It fits to a wave E, but it also fits to a wave 2. So that is now what we need to see, because as I said before, it could just be already this unfolding wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this wave 2 is currently coming back. And if we take a look at that and assume, right, maybe it is this wave 2 already, and that is what we currently have to assume primarily, because we are, we can count the wave E as complete. In terms of the Fibonacci retracements, we have already now reached the perfect retracement level for a wave 2, which is the 78.6% Fibonacci level. Now we could even reach the 88.7, which is 1837. However, if we move much higher, above the 88.7% Fib level, it then is just very unlikely that it still is a wave 2, and above the 1850 level, it will be completely invalidated. So this is what we're looking at here. We currently see a little bit of a reaction to this ascending trend line here, which I can probably draw a little bit more accurately. It is currently not that accurate. It depends on how you draw it, if you use the wicks or not. Probably that is not too relevant because the price then here doesn't react to anything. And that is something that is sometimes just a bit tricky about those trend lines. You know, I can draw it like that. That's probably the most accurate way of doing it, by taking into account the wicks here. And then we see currently a reaction to the trend line here several times, 1, 2, 3 touch points with the wicks, and then here as well 1, 2, 3 touch points. And what is ultimately forming here on the 1 hour chart, you could consider, no, it doesn't look like a wedge, does it? It's more like just a channel that is forming here at the moment, and something where we just need to see how this eventually is going to play out, is going to break out. I gave you the 2 key scenarios. At the moment, as long as we are below 1850, I have to primarily expect that we go lower. And if we move beyond that, I would expect us to reach actually the next resistance, which would be here around 1970 US dollars, the previous swing high. Yeah, I mean, we can add the VPVR. That might give us an additional clue about where we will find some resistance. But now, as I said, here around that 1970 level, you have quite a bit of a spike, because above 1850 is pretty much like a black hole here. So no historical volume really. So as you have seen here is in the triangle itself, whenever we moved above 1850, you had quite a strong move up. When you moved below it, you moved down strongly. So yeah, this is really an area where, you know, if we move above 1850, we'll probably see quite a bit of a jump, which is on the other hand also an opportunity for anybody who wants to take a long trade, right? No financial advice. Always make sure you have your risk management in place and you know what you're doing, but that is an opportunity because it could jump quite quickly to 1970 then. Okay, and that is my view about Ethereum here at the moment. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Here you can get access to the Telegram live chat groups, the Discord server, a weekly live stream. Today, by the way, in the weekly member live stream, we talked about the Ethereum merge. Very, very interesting topic, which is coming up shortly. And yeah, you know, and if you're really interested, then maybe check out the trading course that I'm currently offering on morecryptoonline.com. And yeah, have a great start to the week. And of course, see you in the next video. Bye-bye.